It's a tough world out there. Business gets tougher by the day. Competition's racing to the top. How can your business win? Take the lead with Edge. Alliance Edge is a suite of business software for retail, workplace productivity, enterprise resource planning, cloud systems, and professional services that can empower businesses and make yours a step ahead in the market. A complete retail, sales, and distribution systems with a powerful solution suite. POS, POS Lite, cloud sales and distribution, connect all, web ordering. Now that's better, faster, and smarter retail management. With Alliance Edge Enterprise Resource Planning Solutions, or ERP, manage core business processes in real time and with ease. It simplifies purchasing, integration with POS, inventory, payments, financials. Now you can automate your operations and gain intelligent business insights. Ensure sustained productivity levels of your teams so you can focus on achieving business goals. From payroll plus HRIS, timekeeping, productivity tracking systems. Now you can boost your company's efficacy in just a click. With Edge Cloud Solutions, get your company and your customers to a whole new level of digital experience by maximizing the benefits of cloud computing. Edge Cloud Solutions offers cloud-based productivity tools, CRM and ERP tools, digital storage spaces, website as a service. Because at this time and age, being ahead also means growing your digital assets. Let the experts manage your IT requirements and be assured of a hassle-free technical and after-sales support. With its support, maintenance, and top-notch development services. Now you can be assured of smooth running, digital savvy business operations. Alliance Edge is your partner in taking the lead by giving you the power to worry less and do more so you can focus on things that really matter. With Alliance Edge Business Solutions, go ahead, take the lead.
Okay, good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Alliance Business Realities 2020. Again, Business Realities is a series of webinars that we have been doing weekly to discuss on the new normal and talk about the Philippine businesses and talk about how we can continue to move forward from this pandemic. Yes, you've heard it right. We have been doing these sessions weekly since last month. So if you've missed it, feel free to check this in our Alliance Edge Facebook page and YouTube channel. Let me start by introducing myself. My name is Karsten Apongan, and I'm a Senior Product Specialist of Alliance Software. And I will be your presenter and also your moderator for today. We have 3 topics for you for this webinar. Entitled Business Realities 2020, discover the right IT setup to improve operations and cost efficiency in the new normal. Okay, so before we start throughout the presentation, you may have questions or comments. Please feel free to make use of the Q&A tab found at the upper right corner of your screen. This is where you can key in your questions, suggestions, or comments, as we will be answering them at the end of this program. Here are some reminders for us to have a smooth webinar session. Viewers are on listen-only mode. This means that you are all on mute. So again, if you have questions, please let us know through the Q&A tab. To run or view this session smoothly, you should have at least 5 Mbps or 4G or LTE internet. Kindly avoid opening multiple windows. The webinar is recorded and will be shared to the participants after today's session. This will also be shared through our Alliance Edge Facebook page and our YouTube channel. And get a chance to win GCash gift cards. Again, we will be giving away GCash gift cards to the top 20 people who can evaluate us after today's session. Okay, so let's start with the first topic for today's session. May I call on the ISV Business Development Manager of Crayon, a good friend of mine, Mr. Gab Villanueva. Hi, Gab.
Hey Karsten, good morning. How are you doing? Kamusta?
Okay lang, okay lang. Kumusta dyan sa
Thank you
Cavite?
for inviting me. Okay naman sa Cavite. Same pa din. Lockdown pa din, of course. I hope your family is safe, Karsten. Hope okay kayo dyan.
Yes, okay lang, okay lang.
Mhm. All right. So shall I share my screen?
Yes, can you share your screen, Gab?
All right. So let's now start. All right, everyone, good afternoon or good morning. Kanina pa ako nagsasabi ng good afternoon. It's still morning, Cars, right? Everyone, good morning. Thank you for attending our webinar today. My name is Gab Villanueva. I'm one of the account managers at Crayon Philippines. We are a partner of Alliance Software for almost ilang years na ba? More than 1 year na naman. For all things cloud, that's why we're here for, no? Existing as an organization in the Philippines. So allow me to share with you my presentation for today for just a couple of minutes now. So I will be talking about the 5 horizons in the new normal, how companies should think and act through the help of technology. So of course, to get started now in this presentation, allow me to share with you the elephant in the room, or the most obvious thing of all. In terms of the new normal, there's no perfect IT setup. However, the ideal setup is also not a one size fits all. But as an organization or as a company, as we go through the new normal, there are a lot of ways actually out there that we can take advantage of, that we can consider in terms of how we improve our business operations for us to catapult, no, from zero to the next chapter. So we are here in this webinar to share with you some insights that we have gathered based on our experience in the field. So allow me to share with you the next slide, which is actually a meme that has gone viral during the beginning of the pandemic. So it says here, who was responsible for the digital transformation of your company? So there are choices here. The Chief Executive Officer or the CEO? Is it the Chief Technology Officer or the CTO? Or is it your Chief Financial Officer, advisor? But there's an obvious answer here, which is COVID-19. So unfortunately, due to the pandemic that's brought the world, no, through this, it has actually accelerated the transformation of companies, no, for them to go digital. So in terms of the new normal, we're actually a lot lang months na tayo inside, no? This pandemic. So there's this new report shared by McKinsey and Company just recently in terms of how should companies think and how should they act across different horizons within facing the new normal. So they have shared with us again 5 horizons here. So allow me to walk you through each. So first is resolve. So first is actually the one we're already through with this, since we're already experiencing COVID-19 and the lockdowns. I guess in Cebu, no, you've had it a lot of times already. Nag-ease up siya for a bit, then nabalik na naman siya um, to to ECQ. So in terms of the first horizon, it talks about resolution or resolve. So what happens here? So in this step or in this horizon, companies will need to address the immediate challenges that COVID-19 actually represents in terms of their business operations, how they deal with their customers, their technology, and other partners within their ecosystem. The next horizon after this phase would be companies will need to go through resilience. So in addressing resilience, they need to address near-term cash management challenges and other issues related to resiliency. Kasi yun nga, like what I mentioned, the lockdowns are happening from time to time. So minsan i-ease out, then ibabalik na naman siya to ECQ. So that's the case, I guess, in Vismin. Now, of course, when this phase is happening, I guess we're at this point in time wherein a lot of really financial related issues are still being addressed. Then, of course, as we look ahead after that horizon, we will have to think of what are the things we need to change when we return. No, of course, the normal is going to be really new after this lockdown. No, so in terms of addressing the third horizon, we need to really think thoroughly the different solutions in helping us scale quickly. As the COVID-19, we don't know if it's going to really evolve from the kind of virus na meron siya ngayon. No, we really don't know the future, what the future holds. So it's up to us on how to really address these concerns through the help of technology as the major or key factor that we've seen in the past few months. Now, in terms of addressing the fourth horizon, we will talk about reimagination. How will we reimagine ourselves in the new normal, right? So as of course these uncertainties continue to move forward, we should really be prepared for it. But the good thing about the good side of things is we still have the technology that's backing us up in terms of uncertainties. Then lastly, the fifth horizon would be about reform. So in terms of reaching this phase, we'll have to still be on guard, still be alert in terms of knowing the different regulatory procedures being cascaded to us by the government. And with this phase, there will be new competitive environments that will arise, no? That will shift the market as we progress along. So in terms of the strategies, we really have to really think deep. There are people around us who can help, and of course, incorporating technology in our gameplay as we move forward will be really key for our new normal. Now, there's an obvious again in terms of addressing the new normal. That would be the role of digital transformation in our respective companies. So allow me to share with you some points that help companies know what are the gives and gets of adopting to the digital transformation train. So of course, if the organization is well implemented in terms of their digital transformation, the technologies that they are using every day, it gives them peace of mind, no, in terms of operations. Hindi lang to on the end user side, it also addresses the peace of mind for the IT managers because they will then be able to shift their management na digital na lahat and all remote. Also, it will enable everyone to improve the quality or the companies to improve their quality of service to their customers through the help of technology. So right now, nauso yung mga teleconferences, even sa mga healthcare or hospitals, they are adopting to what do we call telehealth solutions to help patients still continue their rhythm or their consultation with their respective doctors. Also, with the digital transformation, everyone will be able to foster the collaboration amongst their peers. So ngayon naka-remote tayo. Everyone is equipped with different tools and applications for them to be productive. Of course, Microsoft is part of our session today. Us at Crayon, we are really leveraging on Microsoft technologies to help us meet our quota despite the new normal. And of course, in terms of digital transformation, it's a buzzword, but it's really complex to implement. However, some companies may have some doubts in terms of moving to digital transformation because the cost might be big for them, right? However, if it's implemented successfully, it will enable them to get or reap their return on investment in shorter amount of time. That's really key in terms of adopting to digital transformation. Kailangan ma-implement siya successfully para makuha agad yung ating investment. Now, in terms of tech, how will we move forward? So as part or as promised in my session this morning, I'll be sharing with you some best practices that we are using in the field to allow you be prepared as you go through the new horizon for your organizations. So the first thing that you need to do is to, of course, check your own backyard. So with this, as an IT professional working in a company, or even as a CEO or as a decision maker, you need to check if you have legacy solutions running. No, are you also using outdated software? Yung mga lumang version ng Windows or lumang version ng applications, because it's going to be really critical if you're still using that legacy solution or outdated software in terms of operations. It will hinder you from success kasi may mga cyber threats happening every second. You need to address those. And then of course, in checking your own backyard, you need to also check amongst your end users if there are gaps and challenges they are facing with the tools that they have. So from there, you can adjust, no? You can catapult from there. So you need to get the feedback of everyone. Are they having challenges? Ang gamit pa ba nilang email is personal email? It's really not really business standard if you use your personal email in a business level discussion, right? Or business level transactions. So you need to really take that input for your roadmap in terms of digital transformation. Now, in terms of outdated software, there's what we call end of support or EOS. So around the world, may mga common operating systems that will reach end of support this year, and even apps. So the first one would be Windows 7. It has already reached end of support as of January 14. So ibig sabihin, it's no longer protected yung ating device if it's running Windows 7. So you need to upgrade to the latest version para get the latest updates and patches to protect you against phishing, malware, all other cyber threats. Then you have Office 2010. So if you're running Office 2010 as of the moment, you still have time up until October 13, 2020 to upgrade to the latest version, para at least you are protected in all of your files that you're working on sa version na yan ng Office. So again, if we talk about EOS, it means the following: no new features, no security updates, and again, no support. So that's really key thing that you need to double check pag outdated na yung mga ginagamit nating software. So regardless if it's Microsoft or other third-party applications or other software. The next point here, how will we move forward with tech? So you need to also work with IT partners, to your IT partner, for consultation and best practices. So for digital transformation, marami nang na-implement yung mga IT providers from time to time, no? And you can leverage on their expertise. They even give out free consultation. No, it's not going to cost you much to just ask for help, because there will be people who will help you along the way, and you're not alone in that journey. So also, another key thing here is hindi mo kailangan i-build yan from scratch. Kasi may mga applications na existing, it's just a matter of incorporating them sa mga systems natin or processes within our respective businesses. So next point here to move forward is to allow yourselves to test the applications. Do proof of concepts in your environment para malaman natin if it's going to be efficient. Tataas ba yung ating sales after we implement this particular tool? Mas tataas ba yung productivity ng ating mga people in terms of leveraging the software? So in achieving this, you need to consult with experts. There are really a lot of applications to choose from in the market. Again, there are thousands of apps available that you can take advantage of, but it's just a matter of picking the best crop among those. Okay, so in terms of proof of concepts, lalo na if may mga interested na customers or partners or keen to move from on-premise environment to cloud, pwede tayo mag-run ng proof of concept. We're here to help you. That's why yung partnership din namin ni Alliance has been really strong in supporting partners na interested to move to Azure, it's Microsoft or other cloud, no, that they could think of. Then, of course, in terms of thinking of a new set of tools, you may want to consider cloud-based infrastructure or applications para makasave ng cost. Now, for cloud computing, there's this financial terms popping out as a buzzword. So CapEx versus OpEx, or capital expenditure versus operational expenditure. So if yung traditional kasi na technologies, no, the way we budget these things, under siya ng capital expense or capital expenditure. So you are investing without really knowing the actual consumption that you will be getting kapag may mga customers or partners na gumagamit nung IT resources mo. But what's good about cloud computing right now, it's classified na as operational expenditure. Meaning, it's like a utility na electricity or water bill na the more you consume, yun lang yung babayaran mo. Okay? So you even have meters to check kung magkano na yung hit ng consumption mo every shop. So that's why we're also here as a partner of Alliance. So we have a set of tools to help our partners and customers really regarded in terms of their consumption sa cloud. And also, in terms of moving forward with tech, security is really our high priority in terms of addressing the peace of mind. So as a company, you need to know your IT security posture. So what's good with the applications and tools out there is meron ng way for you to check if okay ba yung ating stand or stance in terms of security. So you need again to ask for support or consultation with your IT partner para ma-implement natin yung best practice na tama at perfect for your organization. And of course, there's nothing wrong with learning new things. There are a lot of free training available on the World Wide Web. Then of course, we have the last point here on how we will move forward with tech. Be consistent in terms of learning new things and be on the lookout in terms of adapting to the latest trends. So as an organization facing the new normal, we highly encourage everyone to include innovation in your culture and also encourage continuous adoption program, training program for your employees, no, na dapat nilang malaman as they use the tools that you have given to them para at least the more consumption or the more they are immersed with the tools that you've entitled them for, the better their results are in terms of performance sa pag-achieve nila ng goals. Now, let me end by a quote that could probably inspire everyone as we move forward with the new normal. So it's a quote from Donald T. Ayanon. He said that by doing our part, we will all get through this. And I hope everyone is safe and fine, no? In the coming weeks, we can all get through this. Kaya natin to. But at the end of the day, we are here together with Alliance supporting you in terms of your digital transformation needs. So with that, thank you and have a wonderful day. Hey, Karsten.
Thank you, Gab. Thank you, Gab, for
Thank
those
you, Cars.
words. So let's proceed with our second topic. I'll just pull out this presentation file. Okay, so thank you so much, Gab. So if you have questions for Gab, you have a Q&A tab on the upper right hand corner of your screen, and you can type all your questions for the first topic there. Okay, so the next topic will be a product launch, and this is a new product under the Alliance Edge Business Solutions portfolio. And this is a good product if we are trying to look for us, if we are still not on the cloud and we're trying for a certain solution to connect securely to our servers and desktops in while we are on lockdown. Then Splashtop for Kachato, a product of our partner from Japan, is a good fit for you. So please give me 10 minutes of your time to discuss on Splashtop for Kachato. Okay, so what is Splashtop for Kachato, and why is this needed in the current new normal? So Splashtop for Kachato is just a remote desktop solution. So I think you are very familiar with the free available solution for remote desktop services. You have, I think, TeamViewer, you have AnyDesk, and all the other remote desktop solution that are available in the market right now. But what if you need a more secure remote desktop service for your organization? So I guess we've seen a lot of scenarios today in the current situation wherein for some BPO companies, they brought their desktop at home. So while they are doing a remote workspace scenario, their employees were bringing the organization's desktop or servers to their home. So the and for some other people or some other organizations that are not yet on the cloud, they need to connect to their physical servers. So remote work and access to company computers or servers is a requirement in the new normal. So how can we securely connect to those systems or physical servers in that in our organization while we are on this pandemic? And also, when doing remote desktop service, top of mind would be security. So I guess you've heard some news the past 2 years or 3 years that the breach or hacking will possibly be happening to those devices or physical servers that are using remote desktop services. So if you're using a free remote desktop service or a TeamViewer or AnyDesk or any other remote desktop solution in the market, possible some ports in your physical servers or desktop will be opened for breach. So how can we address that possible scenario? And also the use of mobile devices to access company applications or data. So what if we just have our smartphone? What if we just have our tablets at home and we need to connect to a certain server or desktop in our organization? So Splashtop for Kachato can address these scenarios. So please give me maybe another 5 minutes of your time to discuss on the remote desktop service and the other features inside Splashtop for Kachato. Okay, so basically it's just remote desktop plus a strong security plus cloud. So if you want to access a certain destination terminal, whether it's Mac OS, Windows, or any other operating system or any other device, you can connect with ease. So what are the other main features? I'll just run this down one by one. Supports multiple devices. So if you're, as I said earlier, if you're using tablet, smartphone, whether it's iOS or Android, or using a Windows PC or Mac, you can connect to a certain destination terminal of your choice. So whether this is a server infrastructure or whether this is a desktop PC that is currently in your office right now. And it can have 30 frames per second frame rate. So what is 30 frames per second? So imagine how fast the transfer of signals from the access terminal to the destination terminals. So it's like using your PC while you are on a certain access terminal, maybe maybe a smartphone or a laptop or a desktop. So you can have 30 frames per second frame rate. So for remote desktop service, this is considerably fast. Other feature for Splashtop for Kachato is the easy introduction by just an app installation. So what you need to do to access those terminals, you just need to install two applications. So one from the access terminal and the second will be for the destination terminal. Okay, so it's just an app installation. Next, if you're thinking of security, so maybe we have viewers right now who are in financial services or banking, or you have a lot of data that you need to protect from the outside environment or from the public. So you have a lot of secure authentication methods inside Splashtop for Kachato. Some examples are app lock passcode, fixed password, device authentication, secure browser authentication, jailbreak break check, or app version check. Okay, and it's not just that. You can also combine those authentication methods and for you to have MFA or multi-factor authentication. That means that it's not just app lock passcode is required. You can also include other authentication requirements for your remote desktop connectivity. So you can mix and match all those authentication methods. Other features, wake on LAN. So imagine if that physical server or PC is turned off, how can you connect to that service? So you have this feature inside Splashtop for Kachato wherein you can wake that up or you can turn on that server in that network using a remote desktop service. And also, I think you are very familiar with this. So if you are a subscriber of Netflix, so we could not do screenshots inside the Netflix environment or that K-drama that you're watching. So we could not get screenshots of the best part of that movie. So with remote desktop services using Splashtop for Kachato, you also could not do screenshot. You can prevent screenshots from the access terminal to the destination terminal. So you are very protected on that screenshot process. And one other highlight for Splashtop for Kachato is the time control function. So for example, you have users that are required to connect to the server from 9 to 5, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Or you have other users that can connect 24 hours per day, then you can set that up inside Splashtop for Kachato. Okay, so imagine if you have IT personnel that is just permitted to check the server on a certain period of time. So you can set this up inside this good app that are available in the market starting June 2020, which is Splashtop for Kachato under the Alliance Edge Business Solutions. Again, if you have questions, you have the Q&A tab on the upper right-hand corner. You can key in your questions, and after this presentation, we can go over those questions one by one. So just to review the main highlights or main advantages of Splashtop for Kachato, number one on the list is security and data leak prevention. So it has multi-factor authentication and no enterprise data stored on end devices. So you can prohibit the file transfer between the access and destination terminals. And also you can restrict screenshots as discussed earlier and video recording. So you are very protected from the breach from outside your network. And on the security side, you can also have a complete isolation between client and server applications. So imagine those BPO companies or other companies right now that are doing or bringing their remote desktop or bringing their physical servers and desktops in their home. So how can you protect that desktop from any other security issues? Okay. The main item also, the second point is usability and flexibility. So it has 30 frames per second frame rate. So it can be considerably fast for remote desktop service. And it is equipped with Wake on LAN. So if that server or desktop is turned off, you can just turn it on if needed. And the last one is simplicity. So why simplicity? Because if you want to deploy this application in your organization and to have a very secure remote desktop environment, it's just an easy install process. So we will just need to install something on your access terminal, an app on your access terminal, and also an app on the destination terminal. So if you're asking about VPN, no VPN nor firewall setup is required for this Splashtop for Kachato remote desktop solution. Okay, but if you have firewall or other VPN connectivity, we can still process this. Okay, so to those IT people viewing right now, if you are interested with Splashtop for Kachato, this is available in the market for subscription pricing, and the base monthly subscription is around 12,600 per month, and you can get 10 Splashtop Kachato users already. Okay, so 12,600 per month for the 10 users already as the base license. And you can also get one Kachato server hosted in the cloud. So the server is the one handling the authentication and the login logs of the Splashtop for Kachato system. And if the 10 user licenses is not enough for you, we can provide it to you for around 700 per month for an additional user for your organization. So again, if you are interested for Splashtop for Kachato, you may contact us through our Facebook website and the other information we have after this session. Okay, just to wrap up Splashtop for Kachato, if you need simplified company data and security for your remote desktop requirements in your organization, then Splashtop for Kachato would be a good fit for you. Okay, so that's the launch of Splashtop for Kachato. If you have questions, kindly key in your questions on the Q&A tab, and we will be reviewing those questions after this session. And email us at info@asi-ees.com. Okay, so that's Splashtop for Kachato. Now I'll check if you have questions for Splashtop for Kachato. Yes, I can see a lot of questions right now in the screen. We will bring this out after the third presentation. Okay, just give us another 5 minutes for the third topic for today. Okay, so the third topic will be discussed by me also, and the third topic will be Alliance Professional Services for Microsoft 365 and Teams. Wait a second as I pull out the presentation file. Okay, so we are now on the third topic. Again, if you have questions, just key your questions in the Q&A tab. I have 8 questions already on my screen, and I will show this to the public after this presentation. Okay, so I'll move to the third discussion. Okay, so the next part will be Alliance Professional Services for Microsoft 365 and Teams. So again, my name is Carson Apongan. I am the moderator, and I will show my camera again after this session. Okay, so Alliance Professional Services for Microsoft 365 and Teams. So what if you already have Office 365 or you are still planning of getting an Office 365 license? So how can Alliance help you on that journey? Okay, so I guess Gab haven't discussed this earlier about how Microsoft 365 Business can help our organizations today. I'll just give you a one pager of how Microsoft 365 for Business can help us in today's scenario. I just would like to highlight 3 main items here. Get more done. So if you want to increase your productivity with intelligent tools within the Microsoft platform, then Microsoft 365 for Business will be a good fit for you. So you have a lot of applications that you can get on a single license for Microsoft 365. So if you're not familiar of Microsoft 365, this is the Office 365 before, and right now Microsoft have rebranded this as just Microsoft 365. Okay, so if you want to know the different versions available for Microsoft 365, then the team from Alliance can assist you after this session or when you contact us after this webinar. Next item will be work better together. So as we all know, we are on this pandemic and people are still on remote remote working solutions or remote working scenarios. So how can we collaborate and think about how to sell or think about sales or think about how can we move forward from this pandemic? Then we need a collaboration tool that is available inside the Microsoft 365 platform. And then the next part will be build your business. The next key highlight for Microsoft 365, what if we need to transform our business? What if we are doing brick and mortar stores before and we need to transform our business because people are not going to our stores right now? For all the retailers out there, we need to transform our business. We need to think about how we can sell, how we can provide services, or how we can help our customers or the people around us in this current scenario. So with Microsoft 365 Business, this can all be addressed inside a certain licensing or subscription. Okay, but today I will just highlight on the services part of this. Okay, so if you need to know or if you want to know more about the different applications or licenses available inside the Microsoft 365 Business Suite, then we can discuss that to you in a separate session. Okay, so why do we have Alliance Professional Services for Microsoft Office 365 and Teams? Generally, the objective is to have a smooth transition towards our journey towards digital transformation. So we can offer a suite of services that's best fit for your organization. And leveraging on our local team of Microsoft certified experts. So whether you are in Manila or in Cebu or in Mindanao, we have a certain engineer or technical support provider that can assist you on that journey. So I'll just highlight some of the services that we can offer for the new normal. Okay, number one is Alliance Envisioning for Microsoft 365 and Teams. So what if you're still thinking of buying this license, or what if you're still thinking of what should be my first step? So please do not hesitate to contact us. Our team in Alliance Edge or Alliance Software can assist you on that planning services. Next item on the list is Network Readiness Service for Microsoft Teams. So I guess we know that every application inside the Microsoft platform will have minimum requirements, specifications, minimum specifications for desktop and servers. Then we can assist you in providing assessment services for you to maximize the use of your Microsoft Teams. So we can provide you what the internet, what bandwidth should you get, or what desktop upgrade should you get for the new normal to have a good and smooth Microsoft Teams environment for the new normal. Okay. Next on the list is adoption and consulting services. So if you have Microsoft 365 already, or thinking of buying it and thinking of who can train me to do this or to maximize the use of our Office 365 account, then our team from Alliance can assist you on that. So adoption and consulting, we can do training services. Currently, we can provide remote training services for your organization. We can do a webinar session, something like this, for your team so that they can maximize the use of their licenses inside Microsoft 365 and Teams. So please do not hesitate to contact us if you have plans for retraining or training or adoption in the use of Microsoft 365. And also, second to the last will be user migration services. So if you are still using an old email service or an old application or an open source email application, then we can assist you on the migration side. So whether it's what version of an email system, whether it's below 2000, the year 2000 versions, then we can assist you on the planning and help you migrate those users to have the modern email or collaboration applications that are available in the market right now using Microsoft 365 and Teams. Okay. The last on the list is app dev and integration services. So if you have Microsoft 365 already, and if you're still requiring an automation or an integration service wherein you want to connect this data from a third-party machine or third-party application to your Office 365 application, then we can assist you on that. And also, developing something on top of Microsoft 365. So, for example, you are a user of Office 365 and you want to automate the documents that are forwarded by the finance people and automate it to upload or provide an approval process on your organization. When that person uploads a certain document, then we can help you on that automation process. So please do not hesitate to contact us. So again, we are Alliance Software, and we posted a certain post in our Facebook page last June 1. Our tagline before is "Let's build it together," but in the new normal, we can rebuild it together. So thank you so much for your time. This is the third session. I just would like to highlight lang that that Alliance Software is a gold applications development partner and a silver for cloud platform under the Microsoft umbrella. Okay, so this is the last topic for today's session. We will now move forward to the question and answer portion. So please give us time to review the questions you have in the Q&A panel. Gab, are you ready, Gab?
Let's do it.
Okay, for a second. Okay, so now let's review the questions we have on the screen. First is on Splashed Up for Cachato. I'll just publish the questions here. So number one, they are interested with Splashed Up for Cachato. So after this session, we have an evaluation form. I'll show this on the screen. So in the evaluation form, you just need to highlight that you are interested with Splashed Up for Cachato, and our team will contact you as soon as possible. Next question from Ray is for Splashed Up for Cachato also. What is the required bandwidth for remote user on the internet? So it will really require a very minimum bandwidth for Splashed Up for Cachato for you to have a smooth connection on your destination terminal. We can provide you a white paper for the bandwidth specifications for Splashed Up for Cachato. So I'll just pull that out after the session. So for Splashed Up for Cachato also, Gab, relax ka lang dyan, Gab. We have the third question here.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm able to do screenshot and recording on Netflix. Okay, good. I just did. Can you please expand that part on Cachato? So if you would like to, when the Cachato application is installed on that access terminal and the destination terminal, it will provide an information to the device that the screenshot functionalities on the device will be prohibited. So for example, if you're using a mobile device, the screenshot for Android will be volume down and power key. Then for Splashed Up for Cachato, once you install that functionality, once you install the application in that device, then it will it will prohibit you from doing that motion or in using other screenshot applications. Other questions here? We have a question from Christian. Christian, hi, for phone or PC devices, is there specific minimum requirements for that? Is there a limit for multiple connection towards server? So for that question, we have a white paper for you. So we will show that, we will provide you an information after today's session. Kindly key in your email, Sir Christian, so that we can contact you directly after today's session. So if you have questions for Gab also on what's the first step in the digital transformation journey, then you can key that in our Q&A tab. So we have a good question here for Splashed Up for Cachato. Is the license per user or per computer? So that is per device. So per user, per device. Again, if you want to know more about the solution, and if you want to discuss thoroughly about Splash for Kachato, kindly evaluate us via bit.ly feedback cloud 2. That's a number 2 on that last part, so that we can provide you the documentations or information needed for your question here. So what do we need? We have a new from Anonymous, a question also for Splash for Kachato. So what do we need to install Kachato in our IT environment? So once you will acquire the Splash for Kachato solution from Alliance Edge, then we can provide you, our team will install something on your PC. It will just be the Splash for Kachato application, and that will be installed in the access terminal and the destination terminal. So our team from Alliance will be the one to do that for you. Okay, just a few more questions. Maybe I'll just get 2 questions here. I'll check if we have a session for Gab here. Gab, I think I can give this to you. So I published a certain question here. The last question published. How much is the monthly license subscription for Office 365? So can you give them a quick background on
Rough
Microsoft
estimate.
365? Rough estimate lang.
All right. Sure. For Microsoft 365, so may mga SKUs available, no? Depending on the need for the companies. So if you only need the online only features for Microsoft, such as Word Online, Excel, PowerPoint, roughly they're at $2.5 per user per month. That's SRP. Then of course, if you need naman yung kasama na yung offline version ng Office 2019, which is yung latest version, keep in mind that Office 2010 will be end of support na by October. So it will come with free upgrades from if you purchase business standard Office or Microsoft 365 business standard, dating Office 365 business premium. So ang SRP niya right now is at $10. So may promo tayo until end of June. For Alliance, of course, if you decide to go and purchase, there will be further discounts.
Okay, thank you, Gab. So the minimum is 2.5 USD per month, right?
Yes, right now
For-
naka-promo siya, Cars. Yung
Correct.
business standard.
Okay, thank you so
Mag-end
much.
siya ng two weeks. In 2 weeks.
After June 2020.
June
So,
2020.
Okay, so after that time, Gab, ikaw na lang yung magpo-promo sa amin.
Yes.
Ikaw na lang provide
Ako
ng
na lang.
10% discount. I have another question for you, Gab, regarding Microsoft 365 published.
Sure.
Last question. What are the other Microsoft features included on a single license? Maybe you can highlight the business essentials applications, Gab.
Alright, for business standard, yung pinaka-basic natin, no, yung entry-level na SKU or product. So it comes with collaboration tool na Microsoft Teams. So on top of that, may SharePoint storage for organizations to store their files, their data. Also 1 terabyte of OneDrive storage. So para ka na rin bumili ng external hard drive pero mas secure siya kasi nasa cloud or data center ni Microsoft naka-store yung data mo. So that's 1 terabyte per user per month. And also you can install it to or activate your other devices para continuous yung experience from PC to your tablet to your smartphone. There.
Ano pa outside OneDrive, Mail, and the other applications, Gab?
Peace of mind, security, already given by Microsoft na bahala doon. And of course, talking about security, two-way street naman yan, Cars, right? As you would know. Kung yung password mo is also password, you're prone to cyber threats. But if you're able to to have a complex password, Microsoft will do its part to protect your data backend, physical
Okay.
and software level. There, peace of mind.
Okay. So this system that we are using also right now is part of the Office 365 subscription. So you can do a live event or webinar inside the Microsoft Teams app inside the Office 365 subscription. So if you're thinking of doing webinars for your organization in the new normal, then this solution would be a good fit for you. So you just need to buy the Office 365 license, then you are good to go. No more other
Yeah.
expenses on the webinar package, just like the other webinar tools available right now in the market.
Yes, and you can even try, if I can add lang, Karsten,
Yes.
on that point. You can even reach out to us for free trial for Microsoft Teams.
Mm-hmm.
And also for Microsoft Teams Live, medyo may ano lang tayo, caveat lang if you want to avail it. Kasi may specific SKUs lang na covered ng Microsoft Teams Live. By the
Okay.
way, it can cover up to 10,000 users, no? All in one go itong session natin today.
Viewers.
And
You mean viewers,
yeah,
Gab?
viewers to.
Yes.
And yung Microsoft Teams naman na meeting lang, if
Mm-hmm.
you will compare it with other third party na sikat ngayon, wala namang time limit na say 45 minutes to 1 hour. So once you're in, up to 300 users can join the live the Teams meeting naman tawag doon.
So you mean 300 speakers?
300 yes, 300
Presenters?
na users sa regular na Teams invite, Teams
Okay.
call. Pero itong
Okay.
Teams third natin up to 10,000 to.
Okay. So if you still have questions, please do not hesitate to put that in the Q&A tab. We will put this live after maybe 5 minutes. For the questions that we have not yet answered, we can answer that after today's session. So we will just review that internally and provide you the specific information that you need after this session. So can key in your questions. We still have our maybe around 2 minutes. So we can accept your questions and provide answers at the end of the session. If you have not yet provided an evaluation to us, for you to get a chance to win GCash gift cards, then please evaluate us via bit.ly feedback cloud 2. Okay. So I guess we're good, Gab. Any other thing to discuss, Gab?
All good. For other inquiries and questions, again, like mentioned, we are here to help you. Just reach
Okay.
out to us, Sir of Karsten, of course, and the team. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Kars.
Okay. Thank you, Gab. So a massive thanks to all the viewers for your active participation. And we hope that you will continue to tune in live to the next webinars every Fridays. And please don't forget to like and follow our page, our Facebook page. You can just key in Alliance Edge to keep you posted or updated with our limited offers and future webinars. The next webinar will be next Friday, and we will be discussing about the e-commerce solution that we have, a very exciting webinar next Friday. So please follow our page and our YouTube channel so you will be updated on the webinar information. Again, thank you everyone and keep safe. Bye-bye.